everyone, and welcome to my new series of videos, which are going to be called Self-Found Sorceress. Probably, I'm not sure how I'm gonna call it yet, and I will explain what this is all about as I go. So first of all, let's create a hardcore sorceress, because, you know, hardcore for life, softcore for noobs, etc, whatever. And let's nickname her. I chose Hammerden because I'm just that creative, like Jesus Christ. Anyway, so what these videos are going to be about. First of all, well, mainly it's going to be similar to the ones I did on Hammerden and Javazon, just playthroughs. But there will be two significant differences, because clearly my approach to Hammerden and Javazon wasn't really working. Nobody was watching these videos. Then again, nobody is watching my other videos as well, but hey, I've got 7 subscribers by now, so I'm pretty happy. Okay, so enough of the sidetracking, let's get back to the point. And yeah, it's going to be a playthrough from normal all the way to hell. And the main difference with these videos will be twofold. One, it will be highlights only. So I'll be only showing you and focusing on, you know, meaningful drops, meaningful changes in my gear or in my build, etc, etc. And second thing will be the rules for this playthrough. I will be using only the items that I find with this specific character. So I won't have any access to all of my other items, which I have just about every single one except for like 70. Yeah, I've got 70 items left on my Holy Grail list. So I do have some sick gear, and I won't be using any, you know, piece of them. So yeah, that's the rules. That's how I'll be doing these videos. Now, the purpose of this video is to, of course, just help out any new player or whoever is getting back into Diablo or is still kind of inexperienced with just about everything. Like where to level up, where to magic find, when to magic find, why magic find this place or not that place, what kind of gear to look for, all that stuff. And since I'll be playing completely self-found, that means I'll be utilizing such less known rune words as, you know, Ancient's Pledge, Stealth, Edge, Rhyme, Spirit Sword, a couple of others, but those are like the most basic, like the most starting rune words you can get. And yeah, so with all that said, I think we can get into the actual story of my Hammerden Sorceress. And yeah, here we go. Hope you enjoy. If you do enjoy, please do leave a like or a comment. Or, you know, any feedback, suggestions are always welcome. No matter how critical, negative, positive, I don't care. I like feedback. I enjoy it. So yeah, please do leave it. And let's just jump right into the action. So, my Hammerden Sorcerer starts out strong. In Act 1, nothing really notable happened, except for a couple of near-death experience, but hey, you know, I'm playing hardcore, that happens all the time, especially early on when your gear kind of sucks. Other than that, nothing notable happened, and the way I was using my skill points was essentially, I put a couple of points into all the prerequisites, so Frozen Armor 1 point, Warmth 1 point, Telekinesis and Static Field 1 point. Then up to level 6 I also spent a couple of points into Fireball. At level 6 I started using Ice Blast, so that makes me a dual hybrid. And at level 12 I start maxing out Lightning Nova, so now I'm triple hybrid, but I mean, respecking makes no sense, so this is as good as any really other build. Nova is amazing. I will be pretty much using this for up to level 24, and hopefully in this footage you kind of get to see how amazing Nova really is. Right, so with that said, Act 1 is pretty much finished. Andy is a bit of a hassle, I need to do some running around. But finally I managed to kill her. She drops a unique helmet, which of course isn't too good, and more importantly she drops Sorceress boots, which give both fire res and faster run walks, so that's a pretty huge help. In Act 2 I start shopping for some socketed items for rune words, as well as get a pretty nice faster cast rate plus some lightning resist ring. So that's gonna go a long way in my gear. Other than that, yeah, I start preparing for low level rune words, and I have my eyes on primarily stealth, which only requires level 17. And it's an amazing rune word for pretty much every single caster class. Unfortunately at level 17 I still don't have the required rune words, even though I managed to shop the base somewhere along the way. So I do a couple of countess runs, and maybe 5 runs later I do have the runes, so I make stealth. What's next? Level 18, I get my teleport, Maggot Lair is a breeze, and Duriel is up next, where at first try I almost die, but no worries, I do it again, this time a bit more safely, and yeah, I managed to kill him. He doesn't really drop anything. Act 3 is pretty much a breeze. Kill the council, kill Mephisto in a while. After a while, just a lot of running around and running around and running around. But yeah, I managed to do it somehow. And immediately after entering Act 4, I noticed that my fire resistances really suck. I believe I had like 30 fire resistances at that point. So when there's so many, Venom Lords out there, it's a pretty big issue. And that's why I go for some shopping. I managed to get myself a nice belt with 18 fire resistances, but regardless, after killing Isuel and getting a decentish wand, I decide that I'm still not ready for Act 4. So I decide to level up a bit. I go to Canyon Magi, I go to Act 3, those temples, just for some easy experience. Because at that point I was like level 22 or 23, so not too far away from level 24, which is a pretty significant breakpoint for sorceress, because that's where Blizzard becomes available. And I'm sure I mentioned this at the start of the video, I probably didn't emphasize it, but Nova has one huge problem, which is the short range of it. The massive is the damage is just massive, don't get me wrong, but the range is a really huge problem, because again, when you're playing normal, especially in hardcore, you just don't have access to some really good gear which would let you have maxed out resistances. That means you oftentimes, like I did, will take massive damage from something like Inferno out of Venom Lords. And yeah, that's the problem, so that's why I go and level up, and once I reach level 24 I'll be able to have Blizzard, which kind of acts as a one-point wonder, because for players 1 you don't have to, especially in normal, you don't have to have any plus skills, you don't have to spend any points into synergies for Blizzard to do its job. So once I get Blizzard, I can easily take care of Chaos Sanctuary. I do drop a pretty nice wand with 1 to sorcerer skills, Thunderstorm and Enchant, as well as resistances and plus life. So I'll be using that for quite a while. That's why you pretty much want to identify every single rare item starting on. It's kind of intuitive, but just emphasizing that. Anyway, so I take care of Chaos Sanctuary, I take care of Diablo after an extremely fearsome battle which I managed to prevail in, and it still kind of shows me that I'm seriously underleveled, seriously undergeared, So this is where I will wrap this video up, because what I do next is, instead of going to Act 5, I spend some time on magic finding, basically trying to, well, not trying, but actually killing Mephisto, just to get some better gear for Act 5. And yeah, this is where I'll wrap this video up. I would absolutely love to hear some feedback from you guys on this type of content, especially if you're a newer player. Did you find it enjoyable? Did you find it watchable? Did you find it informative, most of all? Any type of feedback would be absolutely welcomed and appreciated, so please do leave a comment letting me know what you think. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like. Kind of, you know, that's the thing that keeps me going, creating these videos. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys in part 2 of this, you know, self-found sorceress on hardcore. Yeah, cheers.